We are still in the Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area, and this is part 2 of our week-long stay here. Check out the first part if you haven't seen it already. A lot of dinner shows, a lot of very cool things happening here. Also, we did a video on where we stayed. Check that out. But the big thing for me was one of the first things we did was we went to the Anakeesta Mountaintop theme park. Phenomenal. We loved it. Check out that video too. So anyways, this video is part 2 of our stay at Pigeon Forge. And for this video, we are driving over to the Biltmore estate. Oops, we can't show that. As YouTubers, we weren't allowed to do any recording at the Biltmore, and we also can't show our visit when we went to the Smoky Mountains National Park. Anyway, the big part of this video for us was we went to Dollywood. So we've been in this area before, and you know, we never thought Dollywood, but we decided this time we're gonna go, and we were both surprised on how much we truly enjoyed it. We had a good time, and we are not rides people. So stay tuned. We'll show you what we did in Dollywood and more, and thanks for being with us. Here we go. Like I said, we have never been to Dollywood, mainly because we thought it was just a lot of rides, kind of like Six Flags. I couldn't stand rides, even as a kid, but this stay at Dollywood is part of a rally we're on, so we thought, great, we're finally going to experience it and perhaps see it differently, which we did. This is what I get for bringing a bag. It's not that big, but big enough. So there's Mark waiting on me. Here we are, Dollywood. So it just opened 1 minute ago, and it's crowded. All right, stand corrected.
Yeah, I got to correct Sue. It's not even open yet. It opens in 3 minutes.
9:57, and it's crowded. When you first come in, there's a ride height measuring center, but also the ride accessibility center. Right away, I'm liking this place. I looked further into this and found out that Dollywood strives to provide an inclusive experience for all guests, regardless of their abilities. And they can also provide you with a boarding pass tailored specifically for you to include rides you may enjoy. You gotta love this. First things first, we need a map for this place and schedule of things.
Which pamphlet is more appealing to me? I would have to say this one. Yes, I'm going to study this pamphlet thoroughly.
All right, we've got our pamphlets and maps. Next thing on the agenda, gotta hit the Starbucks.
You are such a creature of brand management. You saw that and you didn't know what the heck you were going to do.
I was salivating.
I, on the other hand, was studying to see what we're going to be doing at Dollywood.
I have some excellent information. So
Honey, you're finally in a video.
oh my God. So I've got this nice map, and it's like, where the heck are we? Okay, well it's
I'll be fine.
No,
No,
we're good. We're just right. So I found I found the map in my little thing, but better yet, found that you can download actually the Dollywood app, and it'll guide you wherever you want to go. As we're recording this, a nice gentleman who works here stopped, and we told him our goal is to do everything that does not have a ride part of it, because I won't do them. I'm done with rides. Didn't like them as a kid. So he gave us some great information on different theaters and what they have going on. So we're going to try to hit those. We're going to try to plan it anyway. And even planning before you come with this app is a pretty good idea. I think that's probably what we would do next time. Although if you are planning ahead, know that the GPS is only available when you're in the park. So you can explore the shows and events and dining, the attractions, and even the rides. And when you find things you like, click on the heart and put it in your favorites. You can see you can also create a new list. I named mine Must See. One of the best things about this app is the GPS-enabled map that helps you to navigate the park. It shows you where the dining, attractions, etc. are located, but it also shows you where you are. Also where the destination is, like the butterfly ride, and how long it will take to walk there, 5 minutes, and how far, 0.27 miles, and the route to take. How cool is that?
So here's Sue angling for a position. She's too cheap to buy this picture, so she's gonna take her own picture.
We're too cheap.
You were too cheap. So the way you save enough money to be able to afford a Dutch Star is you take the picture yourself rather than hire the photographer right in back of you.
Oh my
The only
gosh.
downside is there's other people in the picture, but you just put
Deal
like an
with it.
arrow pointing to you in there so everybody knows who to look at. So that's pro tip from the OJIM channel, how to afford a Dutch Star.
There you go. All right, here's one non-ride event. So they've got a bluegrass band playing right here towards the entrance.
Yeah, I don't think this is the bluegrass band. I think this is a new age, kind of an ambient sound one, but I could be wrong.
What's your giveaway, the bass? And of course, there were a number of performers throughout the park to be enjoyed. Ooh, Dolly's Closet? Okay. Honey, we go this way, we can hit Dolly's Closet.
Let's get
Look at him. So we've got Dollywood's Harvest Festival going on, hence the pumpkins. Check out your app or brochure with map. There are a lot of good places to eat. All right, that's the guy that helped us out. Very helpful. Oh boy, I know what you're looking at.
I look at that and all I think of is broken teeth.
All right, this is your thing, baby. 1950s, 60s sort of place. Here's Red's Drive-In, which pays tribute to Red's Cafe, which opened in 1946 in downtown Sevierville, the same year Dolly was born. It's here that Dolly had her first store-bought burger. And here we have the Pines Theater, modeled after the Pines Theater in Sevierville, Tennessee. This is where Dolly had her first public stage performance at age 10. Mark is predicting the show hasn't even started. What do you think?
This is going to be the best show for me because the diners and the era of the 50s and 60s music, and I was working at the gas station, and we literally would get our lunches during working at the gas station at diners.
Oh, very nostalgic.
Yeah, Trudy's Diner in West Dallas.
Wisconsin.
Great place, not there anymore.
Aww.
So we just got done at the Dreamlands Drive-In show, and it's basically a 60s rock and roll enactment of your whole life during high school, and in particular, usually your relationships and your girlfriends and your love, your first love and everything, and then basically growing up and growing away from the area and the place where you would congregate and have all your hamburgers and meet all your friends. And I'm telling you, I have to report, I was brought to tears a couple of times. Yeah. That show epitomized my life, and I would highly recommend going to it. We've been in the Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area and have went to lots and lots of shows since we've been here. For me, that not only was the best, it was the best times 4.
Well, yeah, Mark is a big fan of the 50s, 60s. The whole thing was 50s, 60s music, but then it took you through time. It was really cool how they did it through the different musics and how this group of friends got older. Definitely want to check this out if it's going on. Dreamland Diner at the Pines Theater.
Yep.
All right, another awesome thing that's not a ride at Dollywood.
All right.
Let's check out what else. We're heading over to, I think it's called Dream Song. And it's supposed to be all of Dolly Parsons' family members putting on a show.
Yep.
We'll check that out. And here again, we couldn't record, but the Harmonies of the Heart showcases songs by and stories about Dolly Parton, told by some of her family members. When we were there, we saw Dolly's cousin and niece. What a talented family.
I was going to kind of bypass this one, but now that I see just the stage presence and the props and the screen in the back, I bet you this is going to be good.
It's going to be good. Will it top the last one?
Chan Man prediction.
All right, next stop, Celebrity Theater, and we are going to see the Milan.
We better get in quick and get our seats. It looks a little crowded.
Oh boy. I have to say, every show we saw was really well done and entertaining. And now we're entering a craft area, but first, let's eat. Need a hat? They got it. Leather and hats? They got that too. Okay. On the hunt for Granny. Ham and beans.
Ham and beans.
There you go. So I'm thinking if you want comfort food, this is where you want to come.
Yeah.
Mark is all about the meatloaf. I said let's try something different. The Dollywood's Craftsman Valley area, to me, was really cool to see handmade crafts being demonstrated, and with some, you could actually create your own. Want to kind of see what you're doing. Just walking around here, there is so much to see, like the Wings of America showbirds. It's fascinating and educational. The Eagle Mountain Sanctuary here encompasses 400,000 cubic feet on the side of a really steep and heavily wooded hillside. The bald eagles that reside here are all permanently disabled and would not be able to survive in the wild, so they are cared for here daily by the American Eagle Foundation staff.
Why are you so impressed with bald eagles?
I don't know. So all of a sudden it's really crowded here, and we just realized we're in an area that's pretty family oriented, a lot of rides and stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of kids.
A lot of kids over here, and it just got pretty congested.
So we're leaving.
Where's the adult area? Let's go. We entered the Wilderness Pass area, which features Fire Chaser Express, and they say it's a great ride for families. And that is what we are avoiding. Let's keep going. You're also going to find one of the park's most popular rides here, the Wild Eagle. All right, here's something else we're avoiding.
Right.
Yikes.
And I would love to go on that, but if I got vertigo or something and I wouldn't be able to move the rig in a couple of days, that would be bad.
Not going to happen. All right, it's raining out, but they do say it's worth it. We'll see. Mark offered to stand in the rain, and after all, it's for their famous cinnamon bread. And even though the rain continued, we had to walk through the Great Pumpkin Luminites, which we walked through before during daylight. But let me tell you, it looks different at night. Love it. We're near the end. It's pouring out, but we had to go through this area to see all the lights.
I'm the most worried about my paper bag getting soggy and it's got 2 cinnamon loaves in it.
Oh no.
Man's got to have priorities in
Save
life.
the cinnamon bread. Yep, we would definitely come back.
All right, that wraps up today's video. We had hoped that we could also include on the last segment of the Fantasy Tours Rally that we had won and went to, our stop at the Biltmore Estates as well as the Smoky Mountains National Park, but neither of those allows filming, so that's that. I can tell you that a number of years ago we did do a episode on going up to Klingman's Dome. We can link that up in the corner. You might want to check that out as well. So speaking of things to do, that kind of brings something up that I'd like to talk to you guys about. When we make these videos, rather than just have them all mixed up in a season like a lot of other channels, what we try to do is we try to organize them by state, so that when you're figuring out where you're going to go, and you kind of have your route planned, you're going to go through 3 or 4 states, you can go to our playlist that is arranged by state, RV California. Press the button, there'll be, I don't know, 30 videos. And you can go and look at all of the things that we did and very quickly exclude the things that don't interest you, but maybe take a look to see what we did, and you might be surprised, like, holy cats, we would have missed that. So we invite you to do that. It's best to subscribe so you don't miss out on the things that we're doing currently, or maybe taking a look-see on some of the things that we've done in the past, or certainly you don't want to miss out on some of the exciting stuff that we're cooking up right now. So until we get to meet you on the road or in a campground someday, we invite you to join us every Sunday morning on YouTube for another episode of Our Journey in Miles.